هل سمعتم قصة تحكي مجدا بسماها أم رأيتم شعلة شق في الأفق ضياها؟ هل سمعتم قصة تحكي مجدا بسماها أم رأيتم شعلة شق في الأفق ضياها؟ هم نجوم سطروا أحلى المعاني وبروج شيدوا الهمة فاني.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ربي اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. فقد قال الله عز وجل في القرآن المجيد بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم: قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. Brothers and sisters in Islam, welcome to our wonderful topic today, which is called being a parent. This is the Sheikh Phiri show. I know all of you love this talk show because it's mainly focusing on our current life issues. So, being a parent, that's our topic today. So, our wonderful topic, I know a lot of parents, they're very excited and they're listening attentively. Some of them got pens to write all the important notes. Now, I'm going to give you ingredients of how to be a good parent. You understand that so many people, they got children. Nowadays, you find that even 15-year-old children, girls, they got children, sometimes out of wedlock. Iyadh billah, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala save us from this. Islam wants us to have children in a marriage system. No sex before marriage. This is the teaching of Deen al-Islam. Inna Deena inda Allahi Islam. Surely the deen or religion to Allah is Deen al-Islam. But what is happening in the society nowadays, there is too much of immorality, so that we got too many illegitimate children. Now today we're talking about parenthood, how to be a good parent. The point is, you cannot be a parent just only because you got a child. No. You're actually called a parent if you take care of the child in a responsible manner, in a way that we're taught by Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. لَقَدْ كَانَ لَكُمْ فِي رَسُولِ اللَّهِ أُسْوَةٌ حَسَنَةٌ. You go around saying that you got a child, but you got no etiquettes, you got no morals. How can you call yourself a parent? A parent is called a parent when he acts upon what he says. يَا أَيُّهَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا لِمَ تَقُولُونَ مَا لَا تَفْعَلُونَ. All you believe in the monotheism of Islam, do not just say what you don't do. Make sure be a role model to what? To your child. Don't just be a person who is doing what is called lip service, just to excite people that you know how to talk. No. Be a parent who is practical. A parent who is seen to be doing things that are righteous. Not a person who just talk that I'm a parent and you don't act upon what you do. So likewise, parents are not actually parents when they don't act upon what they say. So don't just talk the talk, but walk the talk. Action speaks louder than words. If your actions do not resonate with the words, then how can you call yourself a parent? A parent should always shimmer like roses. A parent should always shimmer yonder and glitter yonder. So it is important to understand that being a parent also is ni'mah, is barakah from Allah, the creator of this universe, Almighty God. In Surah Rahman, we are told, بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان. Which of the favors of your Lord would you deny? So being a parent is a favor from our Lord. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala chose us to be parents. How many parents have you had crying tears, going to doctors for so many years just to have a child? In some circumstances, you find that people even end up adopting children. Some marriages, they get broken because they don't have children. Some people even end up doing what is haram, stealing children. Iyadh billah, may Allah save us from this. So this shows that you are blessed to have a child, to be a parent. But you are a parent when you act upon what you say and you do actions. Action speaks louder than words. Many of us were raised in unstable homes. Now for us to be parents is sometimes difficult because we never had role model parents. So these unstable homes made us to live in pain and misery. At the end of the day, how? And it's so hard for us to be parents. In so many circumstances, those who grow up in sad homes and unstable homes, they find it very difficult to cope when they are parents in adulthood. Most of them, they have to seek outside help. They go for counseling, they go for tarbiyah, for lessons, so that they become real parents. So you are blessed to be a person who grows up in a stable home and you are able to live as a real parent. And we don't have, another big point is, we don't have to fight in front of children to become a good parent. So being a parent is not about having big muscles, big biceps, big body, so that you fight your wife or to fight your husband. No. Being a parent is not about a muscular body. It's about having a muscular brain to think like a parent, not to think like a fighter. A fighter also is good when he controls his anger. So, but you must be a parent who is able to use his brain, that I must not shout my husband or my wife in front of the children. Even I must not shout at all, but I must speak. Al-kalimatu tayyiba sadaqa. Beautiful words are like charity. When you say them out, it's like you have given food to someone who is suffering. It's like you have given water to someone who is thirsty. So it is important for us as Muslims to be parents that are real, not fake parents. The Quran says, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم إنما المؤمنون إخوة فأصلحوا بين أخوينكم واتقوا الله لعلكم ترحمون. The meaning of which is, إنما المؤمنون إخوة. The believers about a brotherhood, they are a brotherhood. فأصلحوا, solve your problems. بين أخويكم, is a brotherhood. واتقوا الله, fear Allah, لعلكم ترحمون, so that you get the rahmah and the mercy of the Creator, Almighty Allah. So it is important that this ayah must be used by those parents who are always yelling, fighting each other in front of children. Stop today. Today changes, you listen to me, that we are a brotherhood. We are like family. Let us stop fighting in front of the children and be good parents. And also, you are the product of your early relationships. What does it mean? That if you are growing up in your childhood age with parents who are not responsible, that means in future also you'll be irresponsible. So it is important that a parent grows up in an environment where there's no bullying, where there's no fighting. So what I'm talking about here is that you find a child who go in school and become a bully. Where does he learn this? The child learns this at home because mother and father, they're fighting. Where parents are always liars, they're always lying. Always there's lying. You know, there's they're always lying. The parents, they don't tell the truth. Then the child grows, he will become a parent also who is a liar. So it's important for us in the homes, there must always be truth. Because truth resonates with actually the akhlaq of Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Truth resonates with reality. Truth resonates with righteousness. Truth is holy. There's nothing holier than being truthful. So if you're truthful, your children in school, they'll be truthful. When they become adult, they'll be truthful. When they become parents, they'll be truthful. Unstable parents create insecure children. So if you're not stable, your heart is not stable, or your life is not stable, your children are also going to experience the same. Stable parents raise stable kids. If the husband and wife, they're romantic, they love each other, they say, sweetheart, I love you. Honey, I love you. My darling, I love you. You're the apple of my eyes. I love you too much. You shimmer like roses, hither and thither. And the children are listening to this love, respect, humbleness from the parents. The father cooking for the wife, and the wife cooking for the husband. respect, always respect, and smiling. And when the husband enters the home, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, peace be in this house. Then this peace shall go on and on. This peace shall go on even if the children grow old. They say to their spouses, sweetheart, I love you. Assalamu alaikum. And then you ask them, where did you learn this? When I was young. My parents are so romantic. My parents were so wonderful. They were so pious. They used to pray together. A family that prays together stays together. A family that is together stays together. A family that loves each other together loves each other together. So basically this togetherness brings solace, peace, harmony, Islam, deen, religion, divinity. It's divine to have stability in the home. A home which is not stable is like a country which is at war. A country which is at war is not stable at all. So a home should be a home not only for violence or war, but a home is called a home when there's stability and there's no war. Husband and wife live like parents. They don't live like fighters. Find people saying, you see that house, it's full of fighters. Husband and wife, they only fight. There's no love. That is not parenthood, my brothers and sisters. We're all not perfect. But the topic of today must change how we do things. The topic of today must change our system. To say today we're listening to a topic that revives me as a parent, that I'm going to change. Inna Allah la yughayyiru ma biqawmin hatta yughayyiru ma bi anfusihim. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not change the condition of a community unless the community changes itself. So today is a day of change. Parents out there, I don't want a child to end up in a juvenile prison and cry that I'm this prison because my parents were not stable. My parents were liars. My parents were thieves. So at the end, I grew up in a place of crime. So that's why now I'm in a juvenile prison. I teach in a prison, and in that prison there's a juvenile section. Some of the inmates, the youngsters in the prison, I actually question them, interview them. They talk about instability, no stability at home when they were growing up. When they were growing up, there was no stability at all in the homes that they grew up in. At the end of the day, they start to do wrong things in an adult age. So it's very important for us as Muslims to remember that what goes around comes around. It's like planting a seed. When you plant a seed in the right place, where there's manure, where there's fertilizer, this plant is going to grow in a good environment. So just like the child, if you plant your child or you grow your child in a wrong way, this child is not going to grow well. So brothers and sisters in Islam, relax. We're coming back to our beautiful topic today, which is called being a parent. It will help you to become a better parent. So we're taking a short break, relax and drink a cappuccino. We're coming back for the next segment.
هل سمعتم قصة تحكي مجدا بسماها أم رأيتم شعلة؟ هل سمعتم قصة تحكي مجدا بسماها أم رأيتم شعلة؟
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Brothers and sisters in Islam, parents, students, and all the non-Muslims, Christians, whatever denomination you are, welcome back to the Sheikh Phiri show. Today we're talking about being a parent. Now, there's a nice question here now. What do kids need? What do children need? What do they need? That's a big question. Number one, the children or kids need a hug. We all know what is a hug. I know some of my friends, they remember the hug that I gave them during the day of Eid. The day of Eid is a day of celebration, where we celebrate after Ramadan, we celebrate. Fasting, we celebrate. So they think about that hug. But I'm talking about a different hug now. I'm talking about a hug that you give your daughter or your son daily. Now ask yourself as a parent today, when last you gave your child a hug? I know so many people and so many parents, they hug, what do they do? They hug their cell phone every day. My cell phone. My cell phone. I'm going to repeat because this is happening. My cell phone. My cell phone. How many times are you going to hug the cell phone daily? You can't even hug your own child. And daily, you're hugging a cell phone. I'm telling you, we're living in a world where there are over 7 billion parents. Over 5 billion parents are only hugging a cell phone. Iyadh billah. Where are we going? And we're not hugging our children. Where are we going with this dunya in this world? We're not hugging our children. We're busy hugging a cell phone. You know what happens with a hug? The moment it's heart to heart, the blood starts to pump well. The minds get relaxed. The body system functions very well. A hug is like a epic story of love. A hug is what? In a poetic way, it's like an epic story of love. But I mean a love that is humbleness, love that is sweet, love that is holy. But how many people are giving their children a hug? That is the question. Many times parents, they spend the time hugging a cell phone. I've repeated this many times for you to understand the criticalness of not hugging your child. So the children that get hugs, they are confident. They got high self-esteem. They walk tall. They are humble. You ask them at school what happened, you're smiling, you're happy, you are good in your mathematics, you're good in your science, you're good in your English. No, daddy is hugging me every day. Mommy is hugging me every day. So alhamdulillah rabbil alameen, I'm at peace and my mind is working very well and my pass rate, oh alhamdulillah, is very good. I'm passing. Why? Because of the hug. Only hug. But how many parents are hugging their children? Even myself. Sometimes I'm guilty. So it's important for us to hug our children. And number two, children, kids need listening. Just listening. What are you saying? But every day what we're doing, we listen to our cell phones. We listen to cell phone every time. We listen to what? To the cell phone. Only listening to cell phone. We don't listen to what? To our children. But with cell phone we act like this. We even open our eyes. I know some brothers say, Sheikh has got big eyes. I love my eyes, they're big. But what I'm talking about here is that listen to your child. Stop listening to the cell phone. Yes, listen to it for business and other things. But take some time to listen to your child. You know, when the child comes, no, go away, I'm on WhatsApp. I'm busy with Facebook and WhatsApp. You're a parent, but you're chasing your child. You don't want to listen to your child because on WhatsApp. How many years going to be on WhatsApp? Now the same child, you want the child to be a scientist. You want the child to be a president. You want the child to be a minister. Say, I want my child to have a good future. Alhamdulillah. I want my child to have a good future. Now you want your child to have a good future, but don't want to listen to your child. Maybe your child is going to say something that is important. Maybe your child is sick. And number three, positive words. Child need positive words. What are those positive words? The words are like, my child, did you pray today? Are you hungry? Did you go to school today? Are you okay? These are what are called positive phrases and positive words. They make the child to feel confident. My child, everything's all right with you. You're not sick. These are called positive words. Are you enjoying your Quran lessons? How is your science? How is your mathematics? My child, you're very intelligent. I like it. You're very clever. But now you see your child say, no, I'm on WhatsApp. I'm on WhatsApp. I'm on WhatsApp. I'm on Facebook. For how long are you going to do this? And when a man loves his wife, it creates security and stability. When you love your wife, it creates security and stability. Now, if daddy is not loving mother, what's going to happen now? So, no, what happened now? You're so stressed. At school, child is being asked by the teacher. Mommy is always crying. Daddy is not good. Daddy does not respect mommy. And it's so painful. Now, I cannot concentrate at school. It's tough. So many children talk like this, that there's no stability at home. There's no love. Nobody is loved. The best gift a man can give of love is loving the mother. That's the best gift of love. So this best gift of love, loving a mother, is the best gift that you can give even your children. It's a gift. Why? Because the children, they learn that, oh, so daddy loves mommy. So that means our home is stable. I want you to look at this. When children realize that there is, like, for example, a divorce, okay? The children start to feel insecure and they are not happy. Things are tight. But where there is love, children are very confident. What do kids learn at home? What do they learn at home? That's another big question. Number one, how to handle feelings. How to handle feelings. How to handle loss. Sometimes in the home, someone can die. They learn all these things at home. So as a parent, know how to explain these aspects of feelings. That, today, daddy is not feeling well. Make dua. Pray for daddy is not feeling well. Mommy is not feeling well. Pray for mommy. Things like that. So these children, they'll start to learn so many things about feelings, about loss. Explain to them that there's a funeral today. If the children, they are good age, explain to them further, this is what a funeral is about. So in that way, when they're adults, they know that we learn all these things at home. They learn about failure. For example, a car fails to start at home. They learn that, sometimes in life, the car can get broken down. Sometimes there's no food, enough food, like luxurious food, like nice food. The food is not so good. Maybe just rice and vegetables. Sometimes it's rice and meat. Sometimes it's pap and meat. Sometimes it's spaghetti, it's macaroni and meat, like that. So not always are things at par or things are comfortable. The world is not 100% comfort zone. So they learn all these aspects at home. They also learn about conflict. What is the meaning of conflict? Conflict, maybe there's a problem between husband and wife. Quickly the husband says, no, sweetheart, we can't talk in front of the children. Let's go into the bedroom and have our meeting. So in that way, the child is learning so many things at home. So we as parents, we must be responsible in order to explain all these circumstances or situations. The growth of children is irreversible. This is the big point. The growth of children is irreversible. So you cannot reverse your child's phase of childhood. Why am I saying this? Why is this phrase metaphoric? It means that you have to teach your child now. You can't say your child is always going to be in grade 1. It's always going to be in grade 2. So teach your child slowly, according to stages. Don't say, when my child is 18, I'll teach him that smoking is not right. Teach your child even at the age of 10, even at the age of 10 or 9, that smoking is not allowed, is not right. Teach your child even at the age of 9 or 10 that, my child, alcohol is dangerous. So this is how you teach a child, because that stage is irreversible. Like a young tree, it takes bands and directed by the gardener. A tree, when it's growing, the gardener makes sure that he goes there and he makes sure that the tree is fine. Like someone who loves planting flowers. He goes and nurture those flowers and pour water and do this till you see the growth is growing, the plant is growing and growing. So when you miss that initial stage of your plants when they're growing, like your children when they're growing, how you think when they're big, you're going to straighten them up. You can't teach, they say in English, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. So teach a dog when it's young new tricks, so that when it's old, you don't have problems. So life of a child in a young age is very, very important, because that's when they can even memorize the Quran, because their mind is still fresh. You cannot teach, as I said, old dog new tricks. And you can't shape your son when he is an adult. As I said, it's always easier to model young boys when they're what? When they're still young men. Now when they're big adults, when they're strong men now, it's difficult to change them. One time you find that a child will tell you, one boy maybe is 18 or 19, that what happened? You're smoking a cigarette at 19 years old. What happened? No, daddy never told me about smoking. I started to imitate my daddy at the age of 11 to smoke. Sometimes you find the child said, what happened? You fell pregnant so early. You do know that it's haram to fall pregnant at that age, at the age of 14. No, I don't have people to guide me. I don't have parents. So at the end of the day, Shaitan whispered to me and ended up being pregnant. So many stories of even Muslim families engaging in haram and children falling pregnant at the age of 14 because of irresponsible parents. So let us teach the children when they're young. Invest in your child. Child requires presence, not present. A present to a child is not important. What is important is what? Is actually your presence and your time. وَالْعَصْرِ إِنَّ الْإِنسَانَ لَفِي خُسْرٍ. By the taking of time, man is at loss. So parents out there, let us value some time, spend some time with our children. not only to spoil them with presents. So parents, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless all of you, inshallah, to be irresponsible parents. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless all the children to grow up with good guidance. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for us all to be good parents. Wa akhiru da'wana and alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
سمعتم قصة تحكي مجدا بسماها أم رأيتم شعلة شق في الأفق ضياها؟ هل سمعتم قصة تحكي مجدا بسماها أم رأيتم شعلة شق في الأفق ضياها؟ هم نجوم سطروا أحلى المعاني وبروج شيدوا الهمة فاني.